Thanks everybody for joining us today. We'll just have the players and the coach come up to the table. Now we unfortunately don't have any English translation, so we will be having Jorge, who is the team media manager, on the end of the table. He will translate back any Japanese and Spanish into English for those people who don't speak Japanese or Spanish, like myself. So joining us today, pre-match media conference for Australia versus Uruguay. Next to me we have Thomas INCIARTE, I think that's close, Augustin DELLACORTE and Joaquin PASTORE. Joining us today, which is great, and we have Jorge at the end to do our translation as well, who you will probably know. I'm going to go to Thomas and ask him firstly, first time you've seen the stadium, what are your impressions of the stadium and how do you feel about the environment?
It's a great stadium, very huge. We in Uruguay were not accustomed to play in a stadium like that, and I think by first time I think it's a great stadium and really huge.
So I will ask for questions. If please put your hand up high and we will take questions. We'll start at the front here, please.
Eugenio Esteciano para el Rugby News Service. Para Tomás, evidentemente el centro de la cancha.
Right, so somebody's left their phone up here. Can you pass it down, please?
Not mine.
It's okay, it's okay. We'll call you later.
Can't take the call now.
Connolly Sean.
The Australian gets a fine immediately. Go ahead.
El centro de la cancha va a ser un lugar importante, no solamente de tránsito, sino de decisión de lo que vaya a pasar en la cancha. Están Tomua y Kuridrani enfrente, que son jugadores que ustedes habitualmente no suelen enfrentar. Han preparado el partido de manera especial, no sé, algún detalle particular.
We'll just wait for Jorge to translate.
Okay, I will translate the question into English. It was from Eugenio Esteciano from Rugby News Services, directed to Tomás INCIARTE. And the question is, given the fact that you will play, there will be a lot of traffic in the middle of the field, knowing your opposition, have you prepared this game in a different way?
Sabemos unos centros fuertes con buen manejo de pelota. Y lo que estuvimos viendo fue que hay que marcar organizados con una buena pared defensiva y tratar de no desorganizarse nunca. El 1-1 son muy fuertes. La manera de marcarlos creo que es estar organizados y armar una buena pared para tomar la decisión correcta cuando haya de tomarlo y poder derribarlos en tackle.
Jorge? Do you want to translate into English?
Oh, sorry.
Tomás.
¿Lo de Tomás? ¿Cómo dijiste?
Okay.
De nuevo.
Dale, sí, de nuevo.
Sabemos unos centros fuertes que tienen buen manejo de pelota con las manos, que toman buenas decisiones y la manera de marcarlos es armar una buena pared defensiva y mantenerse ordenados para hacer una buena defensa.
We have very strong centers. We have very good handling skills, and the best way to counterattack them will be with a very strong defensive wall.
Yep, we have a question over here with Tom. Microphone on its way.
Just to the coach, what do you think is going to be the key to beating Australia, and what do Uruguay have to do well?
Well, we need to show our best version in these 4 years that we trained for. We think that the effort since the beginning of Rugby World Cup, we're very happy with this, and we think that after the Georgia's match, we have to be at the height of this team, trying to respect our attack system and also the defensive. And we think that we're in a very good moment to make a very good match tomorrow.
And I was just going to ask, how much do you think the Uruguayan national team has improved since you were playing?
Yes, we think that once we play against Fiji and then Georgia, we knew that we make a very good work in these 4 years to prepare these matches, and we didn't only prepare the match against Fiji or Georgia, if not to play against a team like Australia and Wales.
Now I have a question over on the other side over here, on my right. The moving journalist.
Yeah. Are we on?
Yeah.
Yes, a question for the coach. I just wanted to ask you about the experience of Argentina at the World Cup. Are they sort of a role model for the Uruguayans as far as your development, coming from a tier sort of 2 nation to their future, to their current situation at the moment?
So I didn't understand what.
Sorry, the question was basically, is Argentina, do you see them as role models for development of Uruguayan rugby as well?
Yes, sure. Argentina is like a big brother for us. They help us a lot in all these years to develop our game. So I think that Argentina is very high about us, and I think that tomorrow is going to be a very good match for them.
Okay. I'm just going to ask our people about the translation into Japanese or Spanish. We don't seem to be having any, so maybe you can just ask if we can have the translation, please, as well. Any more questions from the floor? One at the front here, please.
Ayer preguntaba sobre lo que significa para ustedes como jugadores y como entrenadores jugar muy cada tanto, diría cada 4 años, contra equipos del Tier 1. Y ayer me respondían que esto era como una suerte de faro para llamar la atención, si se quiere, para que Uruguay tenga más partidos de estos. ¿Qué tiene que hacer Uruguay para que ese llamado de atención se vea o se preste?
Yesterday, I asked basically the same question, and given the fact that Uruguay don't get the opportunity to play as many as matches against Tier 1 teams, it was the answer at the press conference yesterday was that is an opportunity to shine up. So basically, the question is, what has Uruguay have to do to really shine up, to be exposed to the and try to get more Tier 1 matches?
¿Cualquiera? ¿Vos? ¿Yo?
No, yo lo que te puedo decir es que Uruguay vino a este mundial, como vos decís, a choquear el mundo. Creo que hemos hecho, choquear el mundo de la manera que le ganamos a Fiji, pero creemos que eso no es que hayamos hecho historia, porque en los mundiales pasados hemos ganado partidos. Y lo que nos propusimos antes de llegar a este mundial es que no vinimos a ver hasta dónde llegamos, sino que a realmente demostrar nuestra mejor versión y cómo ha crecido nuestro rugby. Y queremos que, nuestra huella en el mundial no es solo haberle ganado a Fiji, sino queremos mostrar que estamos a la altura tanto de Australia como de Gales.
I'd like to tell you that we came to this World Cup, as we said it, to shock the world, but just we haven't really written history by beating Fiji, because in the past we have competed and we have beat other nations in prior Rugby World Cups. However, we are here just to play our game and show the world that our rugby in our country has developed to be to the same, or at least to compare levels to teams such as Australia and Wales.
Yep, down the front here with Luke.
What would you say, maybe Thomas, what would you say the biggest strengths of Uruguayan rugby are, and what areas are you hoping to have a bit of pay tomorrow?
I think the strengths of Uruguay I think this Uruguay is an Uruguay that plays good with the ball. It's different of other Uruguays of other years. And I think the defense of Uruguay is being good along the tournament, is really organized, and I think the strength of Uruguay is a good defense, and with the ball is a different Uruguay than other years. It's an Uruguay that attack, and with the ball is dangerous.
Yes.
テレビ大分の藤田と言います。大分での
Just hold on 1 second. You just need to put that on for Spanish. Yeah. Okay, go ahead.
大分でのおもてなしを含めて印象を教えてください。そして子どもたちと交流しましたが、その子どもたちにどのような試合を見せたいか教えてください。
We're just going to Jorge for in English.
So he's from Oita Television, and she would like to know how do you feel about coming to Oita? How was your welcome to Oita? And a couple of days ago, you have a legacy with kids in Oita at a school. So the question is, how do you want to play? How would you play the game to show those kids who are you made of?
Primero sobre el recibimiento, fue muy bueno, fue de los mejores que tuvimos acá en Oita. Tuvimos una actividad con unos niños, fue muy buena, la verdad que los niños siempre buena onda, y por más que a veces el comunicarse es complicado porque hablamos de diferente idioma, la verdad que siempre buena onda y mirándonos como si fuésemos ídolos, y la verdad es que ni nos conocen. Para el partido de mañana, creo que demostrarles a los niños que por más que seamos Uruguay, se puede estar a nivel de una Australia que es Tier 1 y es de lo mejor del mundo, y que en un futuro se acuerden que con los que estuvieron comiendo y eso nos queremos nosotros, hicieron un gran partido a un equipo como Australia.
First, the welcome to Oita was just fantastic. We were hosted by many people and cheered by when we arrived. As far as the legacy with the kids, it was a great experience for the kids. You could tell by their looks and their joy, as well as we have the same thing. And as far as your question about what we want to show them when we play the match tomorrow, it's basically that Uruguay can compete to any nation, even if a Tier 1 in the world. So that's what we want to show them.
Yes. Question in the center here.
すみません。すみません、今日。
It's working. Go ahead.
Sorry. 共同通信の成田と申します。石アルテ選手にお伺いしたいんですけれども、おそらく明日オーストラリアを相手に攻撃の時間というのは非常に限られてくると思うんですけれども、その中でバックス陣の中で今なんでしょう、共有していること、意識していることっていうのは今ありますか？
The question goes to Tomás INCIARTE, and she wants to know what, how can I say this, tomorrow's game is very important, and you are playing against one of the biggest nations, so how do you see you and your teammates in this match?
Sabemos que a Australia le gusta tener la posesión y capaz que es complicado a veces tener la pelota, pero sabemos que en el momento que tengamos la pelota hay que aprovecharlas y tratar de hacer daño.
We know that it's going to be a tough one. Australia will have the ball, but we will try to counter-attack and get to play our game.
Right, just down the front here.
Para Agustín. Obviamente, Australia ya sabemos qué clase de equipo es, sabemos que viene al Mundial a ganarlo, y ustedes son, además del equipo más joven del Mundial, un equipo que tiene un montón de jugadores que nunca jugaron contra este tipo de equipos jamás, ni el entorno ni esos equipos. ¿Cómo se combate o de qué forma se arranca un partido sabiendo todas esas circunstancias que pueden ser, no sé, negativas tal vez?
This question goes for Agustin. You having a very tough match against coming up against Australia, and like to know how do you, and given the fact the environment that you're playing at, and that you are one of the youngest team in the competition, how do you cope up with that environment and feeling to be playing against one of the runner-up for the World Cup?
Sí, creo que por ahí somos de los equipos más inexperientes del campeonato y de verdad que capaz que muy pocos de nosotros han jugado a este nivel este tipo de partidos, pero por ahí pienso que lo podríamos contrarrestar con que somos un equipo muy compacto, que viene jugando junto hace mucho tiempo y siguiendo el mismo esquema de juego, así que creo que confiando en nuestro estilo de juego y en nuestro sistema y tratando de llevarlo a cabo, vamos a obtener buenos resultados por ahí.
Yes, you're right. We are one of the youngest, but we are a very compact team. We have been training together for a long time, and we have been preparing for this tournament and these kind of matches. So if we will play to our game plan, we should have a good outcome.
Yeah, one question in the middle. So Sean.
Sean Miyaguchi, Kyoto English. I noticed a lot of the players who weren't taking part in the captain's run, they were all drinking mate. In fact, this drink is something for which Uruguay is very famous, but I don't think you can get it very easily in Japan, so you must have brought it with you. I wonder, do you each bring your own supply, or is it someone's job with the team to bring enough for you to have throughout the tournament? And why is it important for you to have this drink with you when you're traveling outside Uruguay?
I think mate is really very important for us. It's like a social tradition to share a mate every time. So in travels we have a lot of leisure time, so we like all the time to be sharing a mate, and yeah, each one of us brings our ¿cómo se dice termo? Term and the mate, but the yerba, the team came with the team, and we bring 200 kilos yerba. Yeah.
We thank DHL for that.
Okay, any more questions? Otherwise we might leave it there. Oh, we do have one more in the middle. This is going to be our last question. Thank you.
ウルグアイから来ている中学生が先ほどスタジアムに応援に駆けつけていたのが分かりましたか？
The question goes, I see there is a few high school kids at Captain Run. What was your feelings or impressions about seeing back home kids supporting at the Captain's Run?
Yours working.
Yes, we knew that a group of kids were coming from our country. It's very glad for us to see Uruguayan people here supporting us, and most that young rugbyers come here and enjoy this experience, because we think that the future in our rugby in our country are the kids. So this experience, I think, is going to be very good for them. And also if we win tomorrow.
Thanks very much. I might leave it there. Thank you to Joaquin, Thomas, and Augustine for coming along, and Jorge for your great translation. So thank you for that. We wish the teams good luck, and we'll see you all tomorrow. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Arigato.
Muchas gracias. Thank you very much. Nice everyone.
Canadian guys on the floor, absolutely mangled, and then they get back up again and start going again, and it's like, fucking hard. But, yeah, they're going for it. If someone gets pulled up the cheek, it's just the cheek.